to another episode of my Georgia Bulldog Dynasty. We are at number 5 in the country. We are at 10-1. Our loss was really disappointing against Mississippi State a couple of weeks ago, and we will be taking on Georgia Tech, one of our biggest rivals. They are having a tough season. They're at 3-8, 1-7 inside the conference. But I think the biggest reason for that is it's a really young team. We'll go over, their schedule, their roster, and their stats. We're coming off of a really nice, impressive win over Alabama in a game that was really close through three quarters. We were up 20-14 before Ty Simpson imploded there in the fourth quarter. We took advantage, had a couple of pick sixes, just really controlled the ball, didn't push the ball downfield that much, but it was a really just efficient day. We picked Simpson off 4 times. Dalen Everett doing so twice. Stockton 3 touchdowns, no picks. Really accurate, but did not push the ball down the field. Really tried to use our running game to control the clock, but it really was just a strong day from the defense, which was nice coming back from a 10-point loss on the road to Mississippi State. Obviously, the biggest upset that we've had in this series. Just the second loss that we've had, but that was nice to rebound against a good Alabama team. But Georgia Tech started off their season getting blown out by Colorado on the road. They had the double bye. Beat Temple, lost to Virginia Tech, beat Nevada, and then got beat by Boston College, Pitt, Syracuse, got really beat up by Syracuse, did beat Wake Forest on the road, and then they've lost their last 3 games against NC State, Duke, and Clemson. But like I said, this is a really young Georgia Tech team that recruited really well in the first season. But they do have Haynes King back at quarterback, 90 speed, excellent athlete. Done a really good job in this series. He's been accurate, taking care of the football, and has provided, a lot of success on the ground. He's got 14 rushing touchdowns through his 2 seasons here. But it's just, 13 interceptions thrown for 45 touchdowns. So he's really been a very good quarterback for Georgia Tech in this series. They got Jamal Haynes with him in the backfield. Haynes had a pretty good day against us last year. Did not end up with Georgia Tech winning. We did win. But he's been really solid. He's got a good yards per carry. Has found the end zone 11 times over the last 2 years. Has improved in his fumbling. Has improved his stats kind of overall. Maybe not being used quite as much in the passing game for them. Got Jamie Phillips and Anthony Carey behind him. They do have a pretty good freshman running back in James Carrion here at the bottom. Wide receiver Eric Singleton is back. Did not do much at all against us last year, but he's a really talented wide receiver. Malik Rutherford, Isaiah Canyon, J.R. Robinson, and Zion Taylor are their top 5 wide receivers. Just 2 tight ends on the team, and Jackson Long and Ronnie Phillips. Phillips a little bit better athlete, but definitely expecting to see Long more. They are having to use a backup left tackle here. They do have an injury here to Ethan McKinney. So Corey Robinson will be getting the start there. Redshirt senior, solid player. Joe Fuseli, really good left guard. Got a good backup behind him and Jordan Brown. They do have a true freshman that I'm sure we'll see at some time here in Manny Lane. Center, Tana Alo Tupuola, decent enough center. And they are without their right guard, Keelan Rutledge. He is dealing with a partial ACL tear. They're not going to make a bowl game, so he has played his last game for the Yellow Jackets, unfortunately. Benjamin Galloway looks like he'll be getting the start at right guard. And they got Harrison Moore at right tackle. Really solid redshirt freshman tackle for them, but not an overall great offensive line that's dealing with injuries. And when I move over to the defense, I take a look at their defensive front. I really think we should have a good day on the ground. It's a really young defensive front. Do have a redshirt junior here starting at left end and Sterling Westbrook. He will be backed up by Santiago Bahama. He is a impact development true freshman for them. Should be a good player for them down the line. They got 2 true freshmen, it looks like, mixing it up here at right end, and Teron Folk and Joshua Kennedy. Kennedy is a star development, former 4-star, and Folk is a star development, former 4-star as well. So 2 really good players, 2 young players for them there. Should be something we can take advantage of at least this year. Moving over to defensive tackle, they got Horace Lockett, Curtis Perry, and another true freshman here in Quincy Heggie, who is an impact 4-star. So got a lot of good players on that defensive line. Just going to take some time for them to develop, and he's at 321 pounds. Moving over to the left outside linebacker, they got Janorian Foots, who is going to be their starter. He's backed up by another true freshman here in Darren Lutman, impact 3-star. Really did a nice job recruiting on this defensive side. Middle linebacker, they got Kyle Efford, Jackson Hamilton, and Jacob Cruz. All decent enough athletes. Let's see what their block sheddings are. Pretty solid from Hamilton. Or excuse me, I was looking at power, sorry. So Efford's a good run defender. Hamilton is not. Right outside linebacker, one of the best players on the team, and E.J. Lightsey is back. Jason Temple. Then a bunch of true freshmen right here behind him. Nathan Felix being their best one here, 3-star impact development player. Man, they really got a bunch of good development traits along that defensive front 7. Cornerback, they have Amari Harvey, Saeed Gibbs, Zachary Toby, Omar Daniels, and Rodney Shelley. Shelley is easily the best athlete of this group. Not very fast. I think this is a cornerback room that we can take advantage of with the passing game. Free safety, they got Clayton Powell-Lee and Tay Seymour. Then at strong safety, they have Cedric Franklin, really solid sophomore. Then DeAndre Morris and Jaden Davis. They have a junior kicker in Aiden Burr. And then they have a freshman punter in Enrique Gold. We'll now take a look at their the stats. I'm assuming this defense has just not been very good, and I think that's been the biggest problem because we saw King is having another good season. Jamal Haynes has done well for them on the ground, and King has added a lot of value with his legs. They have not run really anybody else, which is the way it was last year when we played them. It was essentially, Haynes, and it was King taking the ball. Dion Taylor's been their leading receiver and has found the end zone 7 times. Singleton been really solid again. What did his stats end up being like in year 1? So he's improving for sure. He's having a better year. Maybe won't find the end zone the 8 times he did last year, but he's been really solid. And then Rutherford and Long have been their leading, their top 4 receivers. Hamilton is leading the way in tackles by far, with Gibbs being second. Lockett, the defensive tackle, has done a nice job getting into the backfield along with Perry. And their leading sack guy is E.J. Lightsey, with Lockett finishing second. They've only gotten 4 interceptions on the season. Let's just take a look at their team stats. Just kind of curious. Let's see. They have given up the 3rd most points in the ACC. Offensively, they are actually next to last in points per game. So just not been a very good season for the Yellow Jackets. We'll see if Georgia can take advantage of that. So it's the last home game of the year. We're going to rock the Reds. Senior day. We got the clear talent advantage. Let's finish the regular season strong. We've already clinched our spot in the SEC championship game. Let's see if we can go there with momentum, take another win here, and send these seniors out with a win in their last home game in Sanford Stadium. Unless we play a playoff game there, I guess, if things work out that way. And the fans do wear the all black for this senior group. Hoping they are dressed for Georgia Tech's funeral. Let's see if the Dogs can get off to a fast start. Interested to see who gets the ball first. If we get an opportunity to score, let's go out and score. If not, let's get a 3 and out, get the offense on the field, and let's get a blowout going. And we will be kicking off to start the day. We will be saying Haynes King and Jamal Haynes along with Eric Singleton to start things off. Felix takes the kickoff from Thorson and takes it for a touchback. So the last time we played them in this clean old-fashioned hate, we beat them 62-23. And really looking forward, seeing if we can repeat that. And it is sent in motion. It's going to be a carry to Felix. He has brought down a gain of 6 on the opening play there for Georgia Tech. Georgia has struggled at times stopping the run. King on a hand. Oh, it's a play action to Haynes. He dumps it off underneath. Gets a nice play there to Jackson Long. He is now King in the pistol. This one is going to be a handoff to Haynes. Taken down for a gain of 2. Nice play there by Raylan Wilson. In the pistol yet again here. Haynes gets another carry, shows off the speed. Gets a lot of good blocking, and then he shows off the burst, having some success early in this one. Now in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers. Jackson Long in at the slot. Going to be another play action. Haynes King's going to take a sack. Jalen Walker in maybe his last game in Sanford Stadium gets a big sack, a loss of 9 there for Haynes King. Sorry if I end up messing up the Haynes King, Jamal Haynes play calling at times. I did do that some in the last matchup. 2 wide receivers. It's going to be another carry to Felix. The second time they run this play, and it's again successful. Gain of 13 on that one. Sets up a 3rd and 6. Haynes King drops back, tries to find a pass, throws that over in the edge, and it's knocked away, and it's picked off. Dalen Everett picks it off in the end zone, and Everett just set a Georgia Bulldog and SEC record, his 13th interception of the season. What a season it has been for the senior quarterback. Getting the job done. This ball getting tipped up a couple of times. Everett able to fall down with it, in Georgia, after a bit of a rough start there defensively, does eventually make a play. Stockton sends his receiver in motion. It's a jet pass to Humphreys, who's got speed. Gets a nice block from Anthony Evans, able to get around the edge and take that for a gain of 7. 3 wide receiver set. Stockton takes it. It's a handoff to Etienne. He gets wrapped up really quickly there. Horace Lockett, been a very, very good player for Georgia Tech here. It's now a 3 wide receiver set for Stockton. Etienne in the backfield. Delpa's in the slot. He drops back, sets up the screen to Etienne, and Etienne's got a lot of blocking. Oh, is unable to spin out Powell Lee there, but it is a first down for Georgia. Georgia's got a lot of talent advantages in this game. A lot more experience than the Yellow Jackets have, and a lot more speed in the wide receiver room in comparison to this secondary. Stockton takes the snap. Going to try to just scramble up, and that is going to be a sack for Horace Lockett, his 4th of the season. Stockton takes the snap. Going to try to get this one to Anthony Evans, but he gets hit right as he releases the ball. Jason Temple on the pressure there. Stockton, this passing game, bit off to a slow start here for sure. Stockton now in the empty, takes the snap. Going to get this to Dylan Bell, finds a spot in the zone, turns it upfield, and the senior gets a big first down catch there. Georgia, of course, fully expects to come in here and be able to run the football, and they do get a carry here to ETN, and he's got a lot of rushing room there. Takes that for a huge carry, and it is a first down for Georgia. Three wide set, Delp in the slot. London Humphreys goes in motion. Stockton takes the snap. Want to just try to get this to Anthony Evans. He does hang on to the catch there. Gain of 5. Now go under center to Tobias in the backfield. The 5-star true freshman gets the ball. Horace Lockett continuing to make plays on this opening drive. Able to get the stop for Georgia Tech. Sets up a 3rd and 6. It's a 2 tight end bunch set. Stockton takes the snap. I'm going to try to get this out to Anthony Evans, but it is knocked away on contact. Georgia now going to have to attempt a field goal. Peyton Woodring is up. It is good. Georgia takes a 3-0 lead here to start things off. They do get the first points on the board. Georgia's defense got away with a bad drive on the first possession for the Tech with a risky pass that turned into the 13th interception of the season for Dalen Everett. Can Georgia get off to a faster start here, or did the Yellow Jackets keep that moving, potentially put points on the board? It's a 2 tight end pistol set. It's going to be a carry to Haynes. Wrapped up in the backfield, Raylan Wilson Jr. is having an outstanding campaign, trying to make his mark as a potential All-American. King now drops back to pass. That one is going to be taken for a pick 6. Ellis Robinson. Bad decision there by Haynes King. Ellis Robinson read that like his favorite childhood book and puts Georgia up 2 scores. Tried to get a quick hitch out to the outside. Does not work for the Yellow Jackets, and Haynes King now has had 2 drives and has thrown 2 interceptions. Thorson sends the kickoff away. Felix takes it for a touchback. Three wide receiver pistol set here. King, play action. He avoids the sack. He's going to try to throw it deep down the field. The ball is knocked away and dropped eventually by Singleton. Haynes King tried to take his shot. Georgia looked like they might pick that off. That almost became a huge catch for Singleton. Haynes King somehow avoids the sack and throws it away. 1 for 5 start for him with 2 picks. He goes empty here. Do not want to turn the ball over here again. And he's got a receiver open, and he completes it. Great throw. Great play by the wide receiver. Singleton makes up for his drop a couple of plays ago. Big time first down. Got to think they might run the ball here. It is a wide receiver in the backfield, though, with Haynes King, and he's going to take another deep shot. Dalen Everett in bad positioning, and that is a touchdown. Isaiah Canyon. Everett just kind of got turned around there. King puts it up for a good ball to kind of the back shoulder of Canyon. Throws the freshman open. Everett just could not get his hips turned around, not able to make a play on that. It's a 25-yard touchdown pass. Tech looked like they might go 3 and out there and end up scoring just a couple of plays later. Haynes King is showing he's going to be very aggressive down the field. Something else for Georgia to try to look out for. Now Georgia will have the ball after Tuggle brings that kickoff out to the 21. Georgia believes they should be able to run the ball here. It is a carry to ETN. ETN, gain of 9 on that play. A lot of speed, a lot of talent for this Georgia offense. Stockton takes the snap. He's going to get sacked. Guess who? Curtis Perry that time. I thought it was Lockett there for a second. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now. Georgia in a kind of a tough situation here. You don't have a whole lot of plays that work out super well for these 3rd and long situations. It is a 3 wide receiver setup. Stockton takes the snap. He's going to throw this. Dylan Bell, big time 3rd down conversion. Dylan Bell has maybe not had the season that was expected of him moving into that #1 quote-unquote role. It's been a big Anthony Evans year. ETN now getting the carry. But Dylan Bell has consistently made plays on these 3rd downs. He's really, really trusted by Stockton in this offense when they need a big play. 4 wide set, Delp in the slot. ETN gets sent in motion. It's a pass out to ETN. ETN's able to get to the outside. Excellent blocking. Takes that for another big play on what might have been the last play of the 1st quarter. Glenn Easy is now in the game for Georgia. Easy's going to get a carry. Doesn't get a whole lot there. He is met in the hole by Kyle Effort, I believe. But Georgia is up 10-7 as we end the 1st quarter. Been a good day for Stockton. Rough 1st quarter there from Haynes King, but did find a couple of deep balls on that last possession and end up with a touchdown. We now go back under center. Tobias is out there. Tobias is going to get the carry, runs through 1 arm tackle, finishes strong. It's a gain of 4 there. Now a 3rd and 1. They go 2 tight ends. Roderick Robinson in the backfield, his first snaps of the game. He's going to take it, breaks 1 arm tackle, and does get about a gain of 2, maybe 3 there. Gets the 1st down for Georgia. Stay in that bunch set with Robinson. Stockton takes it. Going to loft this one to Lucky. Lucky takes that for a 1st down. They send a little pressure on that side. Stockton able to make the right read and make a play there. Back to the 3 wide receiver look. Stockton takes the snap. He's going to get that out to Delp. Delp's got a little room to run. Takes it inside the 1, but is knocked out of bounds before finding the end zone. Georgia now going to stay out there with 3 wide receivers. ETN in the backfield with Stockton. ETN's going to get the ball, and ETN crosses the goal line. Georgia gets their touchdown back, the first offensive score of the day, and ETN with a touchdown here. The senior, it may be his last day in Sanford Stadium. 11-play drive there for Georgia. Took up roughly 5 minutes of the clock. Thorson sends the kickoff away. Felix takes it for a touchback. Three wide receivers set out of the shotgun. It's going to be a handoff to Haynes. Gets a nice little 3-yard carry there. Going to be a handoff to Haynes, who makes a really good move there to make, I believe it was Raylan Wilson. Yes, miss in the hole. Able to take that to the outside. First down for Tech. Play action. Haynes King gets hit right as he is letting go. Kristen Miller continuing to make his impact felt. It is still a 3 wide receiver set. It's a throw over the middle, and it is completed That is Malik Rutherford, his first catch of the day, I believe. It's going to be a read option, and Haynes King able to take that for a first down. Finally gets tackled by Aguero and KJ Bolden, but Georgia Tech finding a way to move the ball. Georgia Tech's offense has been pretty solid outside of the interceptions. A quick RPO. Going to get this out to Canyon, the freshman that scored the touchdown earlier. Takes that for a gain of 7. Still a 3 wide receiver set. Going to be a quick RPO, gets it out to Ronnie Phillips, the number 2 tight end, and that is a first down. They're making Georgia play sideline to sideline while still running the ball well. Georgia is going to have to adjust. This is another read option. They use Haynes King a lot this way. Takes that for a gain of 8, finally brought down by Jalen Walker. Haynes King continuing to run this hurry up. It's going to be a play action pass. He throws it. Oh, thought Humphreys might be able to make a play on that ball, but it does fall harmless into the ground. It is a 3rd and 2. It's going to be a handoff to Haynes, who's able to break the tackle. I believe that was KJ Bolden in the hole. No, Damon Wilson just unable to make the play there. Haynes able to squeeze through and get the first down. Play action. King gets hit again as he tries to release. Almost do that in a bad spot with Damon Wilson there, but again it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. Tried to dump this off short. That one is completed. I believe that was Zion Taylor on the reception. It's a hurry up 3rd and 4. Tried to throw that one in the back of the end zone and it's caught. Eric Singleton with a dime from Haynes King. Had to fit that between 2 defenders. Singleton catches that through contact. 2 defenders on him. The junior, though, is one of the best wide receivers in all of college football. KJ Bolden and Julian Humphreys is not able to quite get there. Haynes King. Oh, we got a booth review. Okay. Let's see if they're going to say that touchdown sticks. I think that's a touchdown. And it is. So if Burr's extra point is good, it will be back to a 3-point game. Georgia Tech, if Haynes King is not throwing an interception, has shown that they can move the ball. A 13-play drive there for them. Nitro Tuggle back to take the kickoff, catches it about the 2 and is brought down, gets it up to the 18. Now back under center, 2 tight ends, and we see Branson Robinson for the first time today. Branson gets the carry and gets a lot of running room. Finishes strong, runs over the safety, takes that for a first down. Stockton, play action. Gets hit right as he releases. Perry again getting back there. Second and 10. 3 wide set, Delp in the slot. Stockton drops back, takes the pass off quick. Going to be Dylan Bell. His 3rd reception, all of them going for first downs. Stockton has looked very comfortable in this one, even dealing with a little bit of pressure. Stockton is the handoff, ETN with a lot of room, tries to juke out the guys. That somehow only turned into a 4-yard game as Clayton Powell came up and made a play there. Stockton now sends Humphreys in motion. Oh, and he tries to dump that off to Delp. Really good play there by the cornerback. I believe that was Harvey. Really dropped down on that. Thought he would go with Humphreys. He did not. That did create a void, but it was not one that Stockton found. Third down here. 3 wide set. Stockton takes it. He just threw that in a horrific decision. That's all on me. Bad decision there from Stockton. Anthony Evans did not cut that route as short as he thought. He threw that in just a really bad spot there on the third down, and Georgia Tech now with a chance to take the lead. It's a handoff to Haynes. KJ Bolden makes a good play there. Makes first contact, a gain of 1. Georgia's going to have to toughen up on defense. Play action. He's showing they'll take shots, and he's going to get a sack. Jalen Walker's second sack of the game. Haynes King got away from the initial pressure, then got brought down. A loss of 8 on that play. And Walker's second sack of the game. Haynes King now 3rd and 18. He's got 3 wide receivers and a tight end in the slot. They try to set up a screen pass. Haynes is brought down quickly, just a gain of 5 there. Failed conversion, and Stockton's interception does not prove too costly. Interceptions were the undoing in Georgia's game against Mississippi State. Looking for a rebound, and Nitro Tuggle able to find a seam, takes that one across the Bulldogs 40, setting them up with really good field position here. Stockton's got to make better decisions. Sends ETN in motion. They set up the tight end screen. A little bit of blocking. Delp able to take that for a first down. Got good blocking. We'll now go to the 2-minute warning. Georgia up 3, looking to extend their lead. Stockton now in the empty, takes the snap. That is another really bad decision. Throwing that in a bad spot. It gets kicked off Stockton with his second interception of the game. And that is Harvey on the pick. Stockton back-to-back drives. That was Georgia's undoing a couple of weeks ago. Haynes King gets pressured and gets hit as he tries to release that. Got to stop turning the ball over. We're now even in turnovers. It's 2 for 2 for both teams. Haynes King gets a quick pass off there, completed to Canyon, a gain of 7, brought down by Humphrey and Robinson. Quick dump off to the tight end there, and that would be a first down for Georgia Tech. Second catch of the day for Long. 3 wide receiver set here for Haynes King. Haynes King trying to scramble. It's the 3rd sack of the day for Jalen Walker. I guess it's technically 2.5 sacks. Haynes King now lost a 9 on that play, less than a minute and a half. It'll be just a quick completion. J.R. Robinson sets up a 3rd and 11. Now with about 45 seconds left in this first half. He's going to dump that one short of the first down. Rutherford is tackled down. Georgia will take a timeout. Give their offense at least a little bit of time to maybe see if they can get something cooking. But Burr is out here to try to tie the game up at 17. The kick is up, and it's no good. Burr could not pull that one far enough. That is a missed, really short field goal there. Georgia now will take over. Stockton in the empty set. Takes the snap. Gets that to Nitro Tuggle. Nitro able to get the first down, and looks like he maybe even got out of bounds. And he was successful in doing so, staying in the empty. Stockton takes the snap. He's going to take a sack there. I think now Georgia might just let this first half ride. Stockton's at least going to send Humphries in motion. He does take the snap. Going to get that to Anthony Evans, but he's unable to catch it through the contact from Harvey. Georgia might just try to set up a screen or something right here. Stockton definitely cold. They do set up the screen. ETN's got it with room to run. Tries to spin out two guys, and ETN is now down the sideline. Does he have the speed? He gets wrapped up 25 yards from the end zone. That was an exciting way to end the first half there. Gunnar Stockton, 2 interceptions in the second quarter. Keeps Georgia from maybe pulling away a bit here. Both quarterbacks have been intercepted twice. Georgia has taken one of theirs back for a touchdown. Georgia will start off the second half with the ball. See if we can maybe get Stockton a little bit more comfortable here in this second half. Evans doesn't get much there on that return. Disappointing second quarter there for Stockton. He's going to hand this one off to Branson. Branson just a gain of 3 there. Georgia now goes back out to the shotgun. Stockton now takes the snap. Nowhere really for him to throw it, just going to duck down. Could have maybe gotten that to Dylan Bell. They gain a 5 there. Sets them up with a solid chance to get a first down. 3rd and 2. Stockton drops back, he takes the snap. Oh, has to avoid pressure. He's going to have to just throw it away or attempt to. That instant pressure on the inside broke up the rhythm of the play, and Georgia, oh boy, I just punted that one bad. Oh, it worked out okay. Is forced to punt on their opening drive of the second half. Let's see if this Georgia defense can make a play. 1st and 10 for Tech. 3 wide set. Haynes back there with King. It is going to be an RPO. There is nobody out there. Big time completion. Zion Taylor easily gets the first down way before somebody put a hand on him. Two tight ends, play action pass. Haynes, it's a big sack. Damon Wilson really coming to his own this year as a first-year full-time starter, every down player, 2nd and 18. They hand the ball off here. They do not. It's a quick RPO, and it does not work. Malik Rutherford tackled down, just a gain of 2. Sets up a 3rd and 16 for Tech. Georgia trying to get their offense back on the field. It's been a very lackluster day for that offense. Really just a shot play, only 2 guys running routes, and it leads to another sack. Kristen Miller, Haynes King taking a lot of pressure here today. I think that is Georgia's 5th sack. Georgia Tech has created some big plays in the passing game, but have also dealt with a lot of pressure from Georgia as well. Let's try to get Stockton going, try to get this run game going, see if Georgia's offense has only been responsible for 10 points so far in this one, and they're lucky to be leading. Humphries shows off a little bit of speed. Lightsey able to stop that down for just a gain of 4, though. Stockton takes the snap. It's a handoff to ETN. Makes a good decision there in the hole. Takes that for a gain of 5 and a first down. It is now a 3 wide set. Delp in the slot. Stockton calls an audible. It's a handoff to ETN. A lot of running room. ETN takes that for a gain of 9. Stockton's going to call an audible again here. It's again going to end up being a handoff to Etienne. And again, Etienne gets a nice, sizable hold. Etienne now heads to the sideline, already over 130 scrimmage yards. Tobias comes out there, it's under center. Tobias, makes a bit of a wrong cut, able to make up for it, still make a gain of 5 out of that. Three wide set for Georgia. Stockton in the shotgun with Etienne. Tries to get the pass out to Delp. That one does not work out the same way. Powell Lee makes a good play, sets up a 3rd and 4. Stockton goes empty. Takes the snap. Nitro Tuggle with room to run over the middle. Easily gains a 1st down there. Trying to get Stockton rolling in this one, or having success on the ground. No reason to force this passing game though. Stockton takes it. It's a handoff to Etienne. Etienne with a nice hole, breaks 2 tackles, takes that for a 1st down. If they can't stop it, we won't stop doing it to them. A lot of guys next to the line of scrimmage here though. And Stockton's going to call an audible. Stockton takes the snap. We get that quickly to Oscar Delp. Delp weaving through traffic, takes that inside the 5. Stockton has been largely accurate, but has made 2 really bad decisions. Sends Humphreys in motion. Humphreys takes the jet pass. Lightsey does not let that one go. That is a big loss on that play. It's now 2nd and goal from the 9. Back in this 2 tight end set. Stockton takes the snap. Or try to get that one knocked away. They are really trying to take away the kind of the underneath stuff, it looks like. Georgia, though, has not been able to take advantage with any deep shots. Stockton just going to take it. He's going to have to scramble out. He's going to get sacked on the play. Jason Temple, that is the 4th sack for Georgia Tech in this one. Woodring's kick is up and it is good. Georgia does extend their lead, but this offense is definitely struggled there down by the line, down by the goal line. Probably should have ran the ball a little bit there. Tried to kind of fake them out with some passing there. Does not work out though. 1st and 10. King with Haynes, of course, in the backfield. It's in the wide receiver in motion. Kind of a fake jet pass. Haynes King's going to scramble with room to run. Almost takes a shot there by Bowles, but does slide down. Haynes King has made plays with his legs and still is at minus 19 yards rushing thanks to the 5 sacks. Haynes gets the ball, able to make something out of nothing on that play and somehow gets a gain of 5. Just doing just enough maneuvering around those defenders. 3 wide set. It's going to be a carry for Haynes. Haynes, really nice cutback there. It's a 1st down for him. We're trying to figure something out against this run game. Now 2 running backs. They've sent Haynes in motion. Oh, that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. Georgia is kind of surviving by the skin of their teeth. Have not created really any big plays in the passing game other than screen passes. 2 Stockton interceptions kind of looming large here as Georgia's had the momentum for the majority of the game. That one almost picked off by Aguero. It does fall incomplete. 2nd and 10. Got 3 wide receivers bunched up. We'll throw that one over the middle. Really nice catch there by Singleton. through the contact from Wilson as soon as the ball got there. Now it's 2 running backs back in the backfield. They send their man out. Oh, it's a run to Felix. I thought it was a play action, but Georgia, Christian Miller do just enough to get the stop. Huge play in this one. And it's a handoff to Haynes King, who makes several Georgia players miss, but he still falls. Georgia gets the big defensive stop. Let's take a look at that replay. I mean, I read that perfectly with Bowles. Bowles misses. Wilson takes a juke and falls. Christian Miller, he breaks that tackle. Finally, just enough traffic there. He is unable to sneak through. Stockton now calling another audible. It's a handoff. ETN with a lot of room. Oh, he tries to spin all the way to the outside. Does get a gain of 9 there. Georgia just not been able to take their shots. A lot of guys next to the line of scrimmage. Is this where they do it? Stockton takes the snap. He's going to throw it up. He's going to throw it out of bounds. Actually was intercepted, but he was not able to keep his feet in bounds. And now go back under center. Tobias. Gonna run through traffic there. Takes a big first down run there. Tobias dealing with a little wear and tear there. Maybe the last carry he gets of the day. Branson Robinson now comes out there. It's a 2 tight end set. Stockton hands it off to Branson. Branson takes that for a gain of 9. He's been really successful. 3 carries, 27 yards. And now put Roger Robinson out there in another 2 tight end set. Roger Robinson takes it. Roger Robinson's got a big hole up the middle. Another big carry. They have been unable to stop Georgia's run game. 3 wide set this time, and this was going to be a carry to ETN. Tries to bounce through the hole, ends up taking the contact and falls forward. Gain of 6 there for him. Stockton now sends Evans in motion. They set up the screen to Evans. Evans going to use his speed. Evans finds the end zone. Been a quiet day for this Georgia passing attack, but Anthony Evans gets the screen, gets the blocks, has the speed, finds the end zone. Georgia, with how well their defense has played, may have just given themselves enough cushion in this one. Georgia now looking to go up 2 scores with a 2-point conversion here. Tech has not really shown that they can stop the run, and this is going to be a carry of Roderick Robinson. He does not fall into the end zone, though. 2-point conversion is unsuccessful. It's a 26-14 lead for the Dogs. Felix takes that kickoff for a touchback. Two tight end set. It is going to be a carry for Haynes. Short carry, a gain of 3. Really feels like he's had a better day than 11 carries for 67 yards, but that's a big yards per carry average for sure. This is a pass wide open. Singleton. Al is their best wide receiver, just standing there all by himself. 2 tight ends back out here, and we are in the pistol. King takes the snap. It's a stretch play. He somehow makes the linebacker miss again and takes that for a gain of 7. Georgia got to do a better job of just wrapping up. Wilson tried to go for the big hit stick there, and it does not work out. It's another carry for Haynes. That time he is wrapped up by Jordan Hall, and Christian Miller sets up a 3rd and 2. be a carry. It's a stretch play. Felix. Sorry about that. Got a little frustrated with the my misplay there. Battery ended up dislodging. Haynes King drops back to pass. Haynes King looking to scramble. Has to slide down. Wilson forced it. Gain of 4 for him. Georgia Tech got less than 4.5 minutes left. You're looking to find a quick score is the problem. Oh, he tries to dump it. Oh. Braylon Wilson just falls down in the middle of the field. Haynes able to take that catch for a decent first down. Closing in on 3.5 minutes left. Georgia trying to keep Tech out of the end zone. Pass over to the left side. Nice catch through contact. Singleton. I believe that's Singleton. Nope, that is Rutherford. Sorry. Haynes King going to try to scramble. He's going to get sacked this time, though. Damon Wilson, second of the game. Georgia just trying to keep them out of the end zone. It's an empty set. Haynes in the slot. King all by himself. Sending everybody across the middle. Kanye gets a catch. Does get brought down. Gain of 8 there, though. Sets up 3rd and 3. It's a pass going to be completed. Canyon almost falls into the end zone for a second touchdown. It is now a 1st and goal from the 1. And it is a pass. He's going to take a big sack. They send the house. The 7th sack of the day for Georgia. Just sent way more guys than they had to block. King. Less than 2.5 minutes left. Throws that one over the middle. Raylan Wilson hits him immediately, but it is still caught. I believe that was Rutherford again on that one. May have been Zion Taylor, though. 3rd and goal, obviously. 4-down territory here. Haynes King tries to scramble out. He gets met, and he falls into the end zone. On the scramble, Haynes King showing heart. Able to avoid pressure just barely. That spin move saved him there. Able to fall into the end zone. Tech is playing way above their weight class in this one. The kick is up and the kick is good. A 14-play drive. Georgia Tech is going to kick it off. Georgia needs to get a first down. Tuggle going to take this one out just for running the seconds off the clock purposes. Does not quite get to the 2-minute warning. So Tech will get another down. Or another timeout, essentially. 2 tight end set. It's a carry to Rod. Not a big gain on that one. 2nd and 10, minute 57 left. Tech still with all 3 timeouts. Stockton going to drop back, sets up the screen to ETN. ETN taking down a loss of 2 on that play. Tried to go for the surprise screen, and it does not work out. And Georgia is surprisingly going to go empty here. Does Tech just try to send pressure? Stockton takes the snap. He's going to lob it. Oscar Delp down the seam. It's a first down, and that will be ball game. They put it in Stockton's hands, and he floats it to Delp up the seam. Georgia. Tech still does have a timeout. It's a carry to ETN. Let's see, there's 120 seconds. I can run off. Yeah, we're good. Can only need to get another first down just for icing on the cake here. could make it a 2-possession game regardless. But it's going to be a carry to Roderick, and Roderick Robinson is going to get the first down. And Georgia is going to come away with a victory in a less than stellar performance. Stockton will take the knee. A 26-21 win for Georgia, and a really hard-fought victory. Talked about it in the opener. You never know in these rivalry games, but Georgia does outlast Georgia Tech. A really disappointing win, I think. You know, if you're looking big picture. But it's more important to get the victory. You know, that at the end of the day, that's what matters. ETN had a really, really big all-around game, over 160 scrimmage yards. Georgia Tech fought hard. We really struggled on offense, but we did eventually do enough to get the victory. What do we want to use for... I just tried to, yeah, let's just do just a sack play. That way we can maybe do something like, yeah. Do something like that. Oh, came away with the victory though. I mean, we were really good on third downs. The 2 turnovers really hurt us, I think, from pulling away in this one. I mean, they were really good on third down, too. They played really well. I mean, they made plays defensively. Stockton, 20 of 30, 276 yards, a touchdown. Did throw 2 picks. That's unfortunate. Really, really big day on the ground. I could have ran the ball a lot more consistently in this game, and we probably would have had more success. ETN, 13 for 84 and a tud. Roderick Robinson, 4 for 21. Tobias, 4 for 15. Branson, 3 for 27. Delp, 5 for 89. Had the big third down catch that sealed the game. Would have been really nervous with how well they threw the ball down the field. So decided to go empty, see if we could make a play. We were able to. ETN, 4 for 83 out of the backfield. Humphries just 3 for 7. Only got the jet passes, and none of them really worked, obviously. Dylan Bell, 3 for 43. All of those came in the first half. All of them 1 for first downs. Tuggle, 2 for 22. Anthony Evans just 2 for 20. May have gotten over the 1,000-yard mark, but really could not get much to him. But he did find the end zone and lucky 1 catch for 12 yards. Gave up a lot of sacks in this one. Morris, Smith, Uini, and Ernest Cream, pretty much the entire offensive line outside of Jared Wilson. Raylan Wilson, 13 tackles, 11 for Damon. Really nice day overall for Damon. Jalen Walker, of course, had a really nice game. Sorted by tackle for losses. Christian Miller, Jalen Walker, and Damon Wilson each had 3. Bowles, Wilson, and Hall each had 1. Sacks, we had 2.5 from both Walker and Wilson. Christian Miller, 1.5, and then we had half sacks from Raylan Wilson and Jordan Hall. The interceptions go to Dalen Everett, his 13th SEC and Georgia Bulldog record, 13th of the season. Ellis Robinson had a big pick 6, ended up being one of the differences in the game. For Georgia Tech, Haynes King goes 22 of 31, 248 yards, 2 touchdowns through the air, 2 interceptions for him, including a pick 6. Haynes, 13 for 74. Haynes King did have a rushing touchdown as well. Felix, 4 for 24. They ran the ball well on us. We did a little bit better in the second half. Rutherford, 5 for 33. Canyon, 5 for 59 and a touchdown. Nice game from the freshman. Singleton, 4 for 86 and a score. A big 50-yard catch. He played really well. Long, 2 for 21. Taylor, 2 for 19. Haynes, 2 for 18 out of the backfield. Robinson, 1 for 8. Phillips, 1 for 4. For them, defensively leading the way was Effort and Powell Lee as far as tackles are concerned. Tackles for loss, Perry and Lockett each with 3. Temple with 2. Had 1 to Morris, Hamilton, and Lightsey. Sacks, you had 2 from Perry and 1 from Temple. The interceptions went to Omar Daniels and Amari Harvey. We came out with the victory. Hard-fought game, especially against the Georgia Tech team that's now 3-9. But we did win. So that's at least kind of the important thing. See if we maybe get any commitment. Still recruiting some guys here. We will take a look. No commitments. just the one guy still. We're up to number 2 now in the CFP Top 25. Damon Wilson's your SEC Defensive Player of the Weekend. We will be taking on Texas A&M number 2 versus number 5 in the SEC Championship game. Let's take a look at the top 25 scores from last week. You had A&M losing to Texas, their first loss of the season, 34-26. North Texas over FAU, 56-21. Nebraska over Iowa, 49-13. Our victory. Ohio State over Michigan by 1 point. Louisiana over South Alabama. Charlotte over Tulane. Washington State over Oregon State. Boston College gets upset by a pretty good Pitt team there on the road. Washington over Rutgers, Cincinnati over Baylor, Kansas State over Iowa State, Oklahoma over LSU, Miami over SMU, UTSA with the victory, Notre Dame over Stanford, Penn State over Oregon, USC over UCLA, Clemson big over South Carolina, Alabama wins the Iron Bowl, and Arizona over Arizona State. Without really anything else to talk about, we will advance the week. Again, no commitments. Big matchup there for sure. I think we're pretty much guaranteed to make the college football playoff, but obviously a win gets us the bye there. Let's take a look at the scores from the score from last week. Navy over Army in a classic 10-7 victory there for the midshipmen. We'll take a look at our stats and then we'll hop out of here. So Stockton, just over 3,000 yards on the season, 32 touchdowns against 12 picks. Obviously a disappointing game for me, making bad decisions for him. And that last one has still been really accurate. ETN, 878 yards, 7 scores. Tobias, 464-4. Roger Robinson has 7 touchdowns. Branson has definitely picked it up of late. And then Easy did get a carry in the last game as well. Anthony Evans did get over the 1,000-yard mark. It's been a kind of a slow past couple of weeks for him, but does have 12 touchdowns. London Humphreys, Dylan Bell, Oscar Delp, first really big game he's really had all season, I feel like. That might have been, almost had to have been the most yards he's had in a game. Obviously had a huge year last year. And that is the most yards he has had in a game. Ole Miss being second at 69 yards on 7 catches. And we have ETN still been good out of the backfield. Yep. Leading tackler is Raylan Wilson. I'll just kind of scroll down so you guys can see it. Tackle for loss leader, Jordan Hall with 32, Christian Miller 27, Jalen Walker 20, Damian Wilson 18. Sacks 12.5 to Christian Miller 11. Now for Jalen Walker, had a big game there. Damian Wilson is now in the double digits along with Jordan Hall as well. And then Dalen Everett has made his mark on the SEC and Georgia record books, 13 interceptions this season. Ellis Robinson also up to 6. Bowles, Wilson Aguero, Bolden, and Humphreys. But yeah, next time I see you guys, we will be taking on the Aggies for the first time in this series for a chance at a bye and a top 4 seed in the college football playoff. Should be a really fun matchup. They're coming off of a loss. We barely survived our game. Should be a tough matchup. If you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. Check out the Tulane Dynasty that I have on the channel, along with the Atlanta Hawks franchise and NBA 2K25 that I have started. And until next time, thanks so much for tuning in. Peace.